Oh, Lord have mercy. Why are y'all so dumb? Hit doggone holler. So if you were offended by that, you probably already know I'm talking about you. But some of the opinions that I've seen offered up related to this Carmelo Anthony case, they boggle the mind. I'm sitting here meal prepping right now, listening to random YouTube news. Stephen A. Smith just made a point that I've heard several people make online. Jasmine Crockett obviously made it recently. She's an absolute idiot. Um, the point where folks are drawing a parallel between the Case and Allen case in Belton, Texas, and Carmelo Anthony's case. Um, Case and Allen stabbed during the process of a fight in a school bathroom. This Hispanic student that he had history with. I looked into this case like a year ago when it was going around the internet, and I don't remember all the details. Um, and obviously, the Carmelo stuff is fresh, so you guys all presumably are familiar with this case. But he stabbed this Hispanic child. That kid died, and he got sentenced to 10 years, I believe, according to the internet. I actually haven't looked into this recently. Whereas Carmelo obviously recently got sentenced to 35 years. And the manner in which these parallels being drawn is such to paint a picture that, see, the court system's racist. Why they give this black boy 35 years and they only gave him 10 years? Well, who is they? What do you mean they? You don't think that your outcome in a specific case can vary depending on how good your legal representation is, how good the arguments they put forth are, how much evidence was recorded in the commission of the event or whatever. Like, what, you don't think any of that stuff is material to the outcome of the case? It's just like, well, see, this black boy got 35 years. It wasn't because of the video evidence. It wasn't because of the 20 people that were there that gave testimony um, that painted picture X. It wasn't because his family showed zero contrition throughout the process and were a bunch of race baiting retards. It wasn't because of anything other than race. That's preposterous. Preposterous. Hell, you could take the same exact case, the Carmelo Anthony case, pick anyone you want, have it adjudicated in Seattle, have it adjudicated in Portland, have it adjudicated in Chicago, have it adjudicated in wherever in Texas. So, pick 50 different cities in this country, and the results would be different because of something called variability, right? I'm not saying that it would just be all random. There would, I imagine, more often than not, he would have gotten found guilty. I would imagine, but the charges that any particular DA chooses to bring forth is going to vary. The sentence that the jury or whatever hands down is going to vary. Carmelo Anthony and his family choosing to go to the jury trial versus the judge trial is going to. I mean, there's a lot of variability in there, and so for people to be so um, motivated by their idea of the degree to which black boys are. I think I did the air quotes at the wrong time. Black boys are uh, what's the word, discriminated against in society. I, I don't know. I just don't understand how you look past all that stuff. You go sit down at your computer and you type a post asserting you find one random um, case where the victim or the perpetrator was white, he gets a lesser sentence, and you see, well, I'm racist. I mean, I've been, see, am I not right, guys? I've been right the whole time. I told you. Okay, you don't think I can like jump on Google and find some white kid that got sentenced to 30 years or something like that? Of course we could. This is low level basement. This is basement level thinking. And if you posted something like this, I've seen several of you do so. I know you won't. I know you won't. Like right now, you probably already clicked off the video. You're like, I'm right. Ryan's an idiot. You know, I disconnected from the Matrix years ago. All right. I don't. I have not abandoned all of my left leaning uh, thought processes. I have developed some conservative thought processes and other things. But what I've done is I've acknowledged things that I've gotten wrong, right? And I do on the right and the left. I really don't see. I really don't see that. Everyone is dug in. They largely cheer for their team, 80+% of the time, and it's ridiculous. Like if you posted, if you consider yourself to be a person of reasonable intellect, and you got on your social media and you posted about person A, black, got 35 years. There's a ton of variables out here, right? It's not like they did the same exact thing. A ton of variables. White person got 10 years, ton of variables. And you ignore all those variables and you only distill it down to race. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. I mean, there is no getting around it. You are an idiot. Anyways, I got meal prep to do. Y'all keep race baiting and whatnot, and keep um, disseminating messaging to young black boys that will get them uh, walking through life with a chip on their shoulder, waiting for the slightest bit of perceived disrespect from a quote unquote white boy, and then they stab them. And yeah, keep that up, and you'll have plenty more of them sitting in jail next to Carmelo, and they can all tell stories about what real niggas they were for the next 35 years.